What's up, camera friends? Just want to do a quick intro here. We are at Green Key up in Delray Beach. What? Boynton Beach? Delray Beach? Same difference. People have been asking about the A7V compared to the A7RV as far as resolution versus speed. So this is that video. Yeah, lots of birds in here. So hopefully I get some good stuff. Let's do it. Right, Kate?
Let's go. What is the difference between a downy woodpecker and a hairy woodpecker? I could answer that for this. I won't.
Well, okay.
Half the time when you're birding, you're just trying to figure out what you're taking pictures of, you know?
Downy
The
is
downy is
significantly smaller at 6 to 7 inches with a short stubby bill, while the hairy is larger 9 to 10 inches with a long chiseled like bill.
Hairy. He's smaller.
That's downy then.
Oh,
Downy
I thought you said
is
downy was the
smaller.
bigger one.
No,
Downy
downy
is the smaller one?
Smaller bill, a shorter bill.
Yeah, shorter bill, that's him. Where'd he go?
He's right there.
White dots. Yeah, he
Yeah.
has like white dots on his wings.
I'm gonna say downy.
Yeah.
That would be exciting. I don't have a downy woodpecker.
No. We do now.
We do now, I think.
I
Something
think.
just pooped on my head, I'm pretty sure.
No.
No. No, right.
All right, so far, nothing exotic, nothing super special. I have some example shots, some cool shots of that heron that was dunking its head into the water. Pretty neat. It's not too busy here today, Kate, right?
It's pretty busy.
People-wise. It's not very busy animal-wise.
That is
or
not true at
bird-wise. You don't think so? I feel like we've been here and it's been way more active. A couple times,
I
no?
feel like they're ever.
Oh, never mind. Kate disagrees with me, like normal. All right, let's get back home and take a look at these pictures and compare A7R5 and the A7V. Resolution versus speed. Who is going to win? Well, that's a stupid question to ask, Fred, because the obvious winner for resolution is the A7R5 right here. The obvious winner for speed is the A7V. The question that I want to know the answer to, and a lot of people want to know, can the A7V replace your A7R5? A lot of people have been writing in the comments of the past, those couple videos about these two cameras that I made last month. Not last month, that was like 2 months ago now. Whew, yeah. Before we move on, yeah, January was weird. Lots of stuff going on. I barely made any videos. I think I did a couple of them and one of them was terrible. So my apologies. I'm back on a better schedule. I'll have consistent videos coming out from here on. So thank you for subscribing. If you're new here, I appreciate it. I really do, from the bottom of my heart. Okay, so like I was saying, we know that the A7R5 has the resolution. We know that the A7V has the speed. Having both of these cameras in your arsenal, if you can afford to do it, you've probably got the best high-res sensor from Sony right here. And then you have the budget-friendly version of the, basically like the top-tier spec camera from Sony. For me, I have to make a decision. It's just not financially intelligent to have both of these cameras. I can sell this and, you know, pay for this, which would be the more intelligent option overall, or just be crazy and keep both of them because I can't help myself. We already know that the A7R5 can't compete with the A7V as far as the pre-capture and the burst rate shooting with partially stacked sensor. That's not what this is about. It's about the image quality coming out of the A7V with 33 megapixels compared to the A7R5 at 61. If you're into wildlife and you go out and you're shooting birds, taking pictures of birds, sorry, always sounds terrible. We have to have a little bit of room to crop. It's not always a perfect situation where you can do it in camera. A lot of people say, oh, cropping, you shouldn't have to crop. But with wildlife, you have to crop. Unless you're full ghillie suiting out there, you're crawling through the reeds of the swamp and you're going out and getting within feet of these birds, that's amazing. But if you're just out there having fun, you're not putting on your muck boots and going out in the swamp, are you? If you are, that's pretty cool. For the most part, you gotta crop a little bit. For context's sake, I was using the 200 to 600 for both of these cameras, and I did my best to switch on the go and try to take the picture at the same distance and all the same settings. Let's hop into Lightroom and I'll show you some sample images between these two cameras. So exciting. All of the images you're about to see are SOOC, straight out of camera for the layperson. Nothing has been altered or cropped in, color corrected, nothing. This is all the raw files. You get it. This image is from the A7V. This image is from the A7RV. I know it's a little bit more punched in, but like I said, did my best. This is from the 61 megapixel sensor. And if we crop in a little bit, you can get real deep in there. I mean, super deep, like, wow, look at the veins in his eyes, for God's sakes. Then let's go back to the A7V. Where was I? So right about there, you start to see the detail, fall apart. Lots of science going on here. I'm really good at this, but you can see where it's a little bit softer, comparatively speaking, from the A7RV. Also, for disclosure, or if you want to call it disclosure, from what I'm seeing to what you're probably seeing, stills, they always come out not as sharp compared to what I see on my computer, so I apologize for that. I looked into trying to make the quality of the images better. I just can't figure it out. If you guys know how, let me know. Yeah, professional over here. All right, the next picture we'll take a look at is this cute little duck right here. This is the A7V. So we're cropping in. It's a little bit soft, the more punched in you get, but this is probably about 60 to 70 yards away from me when I took it, and there might be some atmospheric or like heat distortion or whatever you want to call that stuff. So, and then this is our A7RV. Let's go back. So this is the full image, and then when we crop in, it's not like the A7RV is jumping out as being absolutely better, like hands down. Go back over to the A7V, and I know the light is a little bit different too. They're roughly the same size in camera going back and forth. But what do you think? Do you think the A7R5 really stands like head and shoulders above the A7V? Next image we'll go to is this iguana taking a nap in this tree. This is the A7V. This is the A7R5. This is an in-camera lens crop, not like an optical or anything inside of Lightroom. Punch in here on the A7R5. Crazy detail. You can see the scales. I mean, it's, yeah, A7R5, pretty damn good camera. Back to the A7V. It's not completely obvious to me that the R5 looks better than the 5. Let me know. Like I said, I want to hear everyone's opinion on this because for what I'm looking at, I'm not seeing a huge difference. Like I said before in the last picture, the more you crop in, the more the image is going to fall apart. Then let's go to the last example, this sleepy gator. Now, if you notice the turtle over here, I thought for a moment I was about to see some National Geographic stuff happen right before my eyes, but it didn't happen. The turtle made it safely across. Kind of crazy, but I think he was lucky that gator was taking a nap. So this is the A7V you're looking at here, punching in, really punching in. This also looks soft and it looks like the focus missed, but while I was shooting, the box was on his eye. It actually found his eye even with it closed, which is pretty impressive. I didn't get a screen recording of that. I wish I did. The next video I'll do a more in-depth if you want to see what the actual EVF is showing. And then let's go over to the A7R5. From where I was, this is about 150-ish yards out. Do a little crop. Ooh, that was way too much. Let's pop back out. Let's crop in here. Maybe the distortion, heat distortion, something is happening, but both of the cameras had a focus box on this gator, but you could see the image does look a little bit softer the more you punch into the shot. Those are the examples that I found that were the closest to show you guys to see what the difference is, but there are a few more pictures I want to show you that I got from the A7V, which for me is starting to solidify that the A7V is just a fun camera to shoot, especially for wildlife and birds. So here's a heron that I got on the side of this, creek, lake, pond thing here. This is right before the strike, and that is the strike. It's just cool, man. Like, you just get his head in the water. There's no possible way I'd be able to pull that shot off with a A7R5. Not gonna happen. It'd take me so many opportunities, and moments like this, you're gonna miss them if you're not absolutely ready for them. And let's get another one, and then here's another one I got. Let's get him right before. Look at his neck, all crazy. That's a crazy neck. All right, then this next shot, I got him as his head was hitting the water and then fully in. That's just cool, man. I don't know. I'm a nerd. What are you gonna do? That's a cool shot. I think it's a cool shot. Actually see like the water droplets. Dude, sick. I don't know, whatever. So stuff like that, there's no way. No way you're gonna get that unless you have pre-capture or you're just way more talented than I am, which is not very hard to believe. And just because I wanna put this in the video, look at this osprey with his legs all hanging out. Dude, birds are weird, man, right? There it is. This is the one. That's just a cool shot. Oh, speaking of the osprey too, a few minutes later, I caught him in the air coming at us, and I had the A7R5, and I was trying to line him up to get him in frame, and this is unfortunately what I got. He was super close. This is at 200, but it wasn't fast enough. I couldn't catch him in the frame enough. And this is the picture I got, the best picture I got of him as he was flying by. If I had the A7V ready to go mounted on the lens, I would have got at least 15 shots of this osprey like right in front of me. And one of those shots would have been better than a half-winged osprey that you're looking at. Before I wrap up this video, I want to give a quick shout out to a new friend and his business. No sponsorship, just neighbors helping neighbors type of thing. You know. His name is Rob, and this is his website, websitetrouble.com. If you're having trouble with your website, hence the name, very clever Rob, this is the guy to call. Click the link in the description below and make sure you mention me, websitetrouble.com. Thanks. What is the conclusion of this video? Like, where am I at? Where are you at? I think that it all depends on what you're capturing and whether you're doing it as a hobbyist or a professional. Me, absolutely a hobbyist. I mean, you saw those pictures. I think the A7V is more than enough to capture some amazing images. And the pre-capture function from the flagship line of cameras is super fun to use, especially now that it's not $6,000. For all you pro shooters still using an A7R5, if you know the tendencies of the bird or whatever animal that you're capturing, then the A7R5 is absolutely fast enough for you. Just your instincts and experience alone is enough. But for us spray and pray superstars over here, yeah, pre-cap for me, bro. Did I just coin that? Can we call it pre-cap from now on? Pre-cap, is that cool? No, that's dumb. It's dumb, never mind. But with all that said, this isn't over yet. I'm still on the fence. I haven't made up my mind. I'm gonna go out one more time this weekend and do some more testing. Here's where I need your help. Let me know in the comments below some ideas that you want to see me execute so we can all get to the bottom of this. Seriously, let me know what you're thinking. Get down in the comments section, pour your heart out. I want to hear all the ideas. If you've made it this far, thank you so much for watching. I totally appreciate it. If you found some enjoyment or some knowledge being passed along to you, I don't know, did you? Possibly, probably not. But regardless, give this video a big old thumbs up and make sure that you're subscribed so you don't miss the next one, which will come out in a timely fashion, I promise. Swear to God. Again, thanks for watching, and we'll see you soon.